All right, so I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial about how to use the smartboard. So if it is plugged in, you'll have this little red light. So this button, you press it and it does take a while to boot up, but that's essentially your monitor, but it's not your computer. So it's not the brain of the smartboard, it just turns on the screen. And you can actually set up the smartboard to be connected to a DVD player or some other source if you wanted to. But the main source that we need for the educational aspects is just this little box back here. So this is the brain of your smartboard. So you'll turn that button on there. So right now we got no signal, but as that boots up, then it's like turning your PC on. And this is that little box it has a Windows operating system. So it feels very much like a Windows computer. You see it booting up that way. But you have a touch screen, and then you have some native apps that will, be educational, things that you can search through to be able to say, this is the age range, or this is the concept that we're trying to find, and then be able to see what's available. If teachers want to come up here, they'll need a little bit of planning time, maybe like during music or chapel or some way where they can get, or after school or before school, but where they can get on this device and find what they need to prep before they come. So typically when it boots up, it loads the main app that you need, which is, if you go into it directly, it's going to need some updates, which I'll take care of in a minute. So it's your Hatch teaching guide. So that's the icon that you would look for if you booted this up. Let's see. And so browse by category. So we have literacy, mathematics, science, social studies, ebook library, all these here. You can go by standards, which don't mean anything. There's an AC standards, but where you might be able to find a particular thing that you're trying for, especially for coming with accreditation coming up, like things that you want to hit to make sure you're covering certain bases. So you can look under standard. You can look under my content. So this would be if things are saved to here. This makes it a little bit easier for teachers to access it later, or they can go in, otherwise. But so category. So say we want to do a math lesson, and maybe we're a fours class. So you can kind of scroll through. There's a little bar over here, or you can just, swipe up like this to be able to see some different ones. So hot and cold, science and temperature, weather, mathematics, foundational ones. There's different levels, as to what would be appropriate, or teachers might find that level 1 is too juvenile for their class, but they, level 4 is perfect, for what they're interested in. So tons and tons of activities you can play. You can add to your daily activities plan, which then you can get to that over here. Make a group, so it can be, the such and such class, and then they can access their stuff that way. Let's see.